just gotta send us. What I do want to get is a weather balloon that goes up to space.
Yeah.
I saw the video, 2 amateur guys that did it. And I'm like, wait, is this legal?
Yeah.
You can just send stuff up just willy-nilly? Like, they don't have to worry about airplanes and stuff?
Actually, I think you do need to clear it with ground control.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, you have to. Most weather balloons are supposed to be,
Because they said it, like, and they got a picture of, like, the, like, black, darkness void of space, and you could see the blue marble. It was remarkable. They put like a little GoPro on it. And I was like, what? We got to do one of it. And I think the balloon cost like $50. The problem was the helium. Because the amount of helium they needed was like $200.
do hydrogen.
It's flammable, a little more difficult to work with.
Flammable's not an issue, it's a balloon.
But is it as cheap though?
Yeah.
Really?
Hydrogen's... Bro, hydrogen, you just make it. You don't buy it, you make it.
How do you make it?
Got a variety of different ways to make hydrogen.
Can you make it homemade?
Yeah.
How would you make it?
Depends how much we need.
How would you... Just tell me...
So for this kind of application, I would definitely use electrolysis.
And how would you do this homemade?
So I'd want to find the right electrode to use. Since we're not trying to make anything food grade, I'd go with lead electrodes. That's what Cody's lab did when he was making heavy water.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd get some lead electrodes either from recycled batteries, or we could just buy generic lead off the internet.
Okay.
Because there's the thing about this, we can reuse this.
Okay.
And then we can just set it up to a battery array, or we hook it up to a car or a generator,
Okay.
and then we just let it run.
How do you capture the hydrogen?
We just have to put it in the right container. That way it all gets bubbled up to the top. And we got to have...
How do you separate it from the oxygen?
That's the nice part about it. Since you have to have 2 different electrodes, you're not just going to... The oxygen... So you have to... There's multiple different ways of doing it. You can get a semi-permeable membrane, which... Otherwise, you can do it with just having like a graphite electrode or stick in the bottom of the thing that just bridges the connection. So one side's oxygen, one side's hydrogen. So your oxygen electrode is just really small. We bubble it up through water. So you bubble it up through water. And then you can then bubble that through some material to absorb water vapor, and then boom, you got dry hydrogen. You can pump it right into a balloon. Now, and then as long as the balloon's pressure isn't too great, we should be able to... Actually, it doesn't matter, we're not pumping anything. So yeah, just keep filling up the balloon. It's going to take a very, 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 very long time. Yeah, because you're going to need a really high voltage if you want to do it quickly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, tank of hydrogen...
Can your little power supply do that?
No.
Do you have a power supply, right?
Yeah, and that's why I said with the car.
Have you done it with anything?
Yeah, I made a whole video.
Did you? When was this?
Long time ago.
Oh, I don't think I've seen it.
Apparently not. It was my halogens video. Anyways, no, just helium tanks. Do you know how much they used?
No. I wrote it down.
Well, you figure out how much helium they used.
It's like $200 worth. I don't know how much that is.
It doesn't tell me.
Oh yeah, find $200.
They're all, so 55 cubic feet.
Well, you wouldn't need quite that much though, because it's lighter.
Right. Well, actually, I would want to still use that about...
Actually, I think that sounds about right, because I think they had a 50 cubic foot tank. think they had like 2 of them or something, because I did 2 tests. Nice.
What?
Those prices.
It's 58 liters.
Yeah. For $150.
I also don't think that's hydrogen.
Hydrogen sulfide.
Yeah. Not exactly what you're looking for. Oh, bollocks. No, this is going to help. What about this? I'm not sure where you'd go to buy hydrogen. I know it'd be cheaper. I just don't know where you go to buy it.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's usually cheaper just to make it your own. You just have to... The thing is, helium is... So here's the thing. Alright, so here's your thing, right? With the weather balloon. And the thing you gotta really compare here. So the helium is a one-time thing. The hydrogen, you can do this multiple times.
Yeah.
There's your cost-benefit analysis there. Do you invest in building a hydrogen production facility? Or...
Facility?
A thing to produce enough hydrogen for your hydrogen needs.
Mm-hmm.
Or... do you just buy the helium, have one-time fun thing, knowing you're wasting a crap ton of helium? It's really up to you.
Yeah.
Or you and a bunch of buddies who are going to launch... Or you can find other people who are going to launch weather balloons, and you just go all in on helium.
Yeah. At the end of the day, just make sure your battery works. Because I think their problem was the battery died. And I don't remember if it was... I think it was just the cold. It just killed the battery. Because it's, chemical reactions slow down in colder temperatures. And it was just not supplying a sufficient amount of charge to keep the video rolling.
Well, yeah, what most people do is they take a styrofoam cooler. And then the camera sticks out the side. And the batteries
actually, that is what
and all the electrical components are on the inside.
Yeah.
But if they're using a GoPro, well, you're screwed because your battery is going to be right next to the camera. Also, GoPro cameras don't have the longest battery life, so.
Yeah. Well,
Plus,
I think they had like 2 or 3 hours of footage.
That's about how long a normal GoPro battery would last.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they had 2 of them. So one of them died, and the other one kept rolling.
So it took... Man, but that would... But see, can you imagine doing that around here, though, with the freaking wind? This didn't end up in Iowa.
Yeah. Well, because, see, they were able to find it again. Because they had put a tracker on it, Because that's the thing. All of this would be for nothing if you can't find the balloon.
I don't think we're going to find ours again.
You have to have a GPS tracker. And I forget what they used. But.
I think we'd have to do it out by, like, Mullen or something. Out by Grand Island. At least that way we know it might stay in the state.
Yeah.
Because around here, I bet you'd end up in Iowa or Kansas.
With the winds?
Yeah, or Missouri.
Yeah.
I definitely know it could end up in Iowa. Kansas is a bit of a stretch, but Iowa's only an hour. It was only a little over an hour away.
Mullen, you don't think it could end up in South Dakota?
That's if it's a south wind, but I doubt it. That's why I said not Mullen. That's why I'm thinking Grand Island. Grand Island, Kearney.
So we go out to Grand Island and release it. Yeah, I'd probably still be in the state.
More than likely.
As soon as it starts coming down.
Yeah, where do you get that tech to, like, track it?
There's a thing they bought off Amazon.
Oh.
And then it used an app on your phone. Yeah, it was kind of cool. I forget how much it cost, but it was like this little tracker that they put on it, and it just There's an app you have on your phone to track the GPS of it.
Could we make a hot air balloon instead? Would that be cheaper?
Hot air balloon?
Yeah.
Like one like with a person inside?
No. Remote controlled hot air balloon.
I don't know. I don't know how to make one.
Well, anyways, we got so off topic with the weather balloon. I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcasts every other Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time. And good night.